Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Joker. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. We're going to be doing another Destiny 2 build video. This is going to be my Hunter PvE subclass for the Night Stalker. This build's crazy. You basically never die. When I say never die, I mean I'm like legit. Like you will never die again with this build. It's crazy good. We're going to be going into like the aspects and everything, like the fragments and all that, but yeah, we're going to be using like the tether and everything. The main focus around this build is going to be the title SMG, and we're going to be using the Gerfalcon's Hauberk. And I'm pretty sure I said that right. I think I did. But yeah, before we get into that though, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, because I'm always doing more Destiny 2 videos, and you guys will probably like those, you know, hopefully. So yeah, I have a whole playlist and everything like that I'll include in the video. But yeah, let's jump straight into it. So we're going to jump into the Night Stalker Light subclass. We're using the Deadfall just because, you know, it basically like lasts longer. So like, yeah, you always want to use Deadfall because it's just, I feel like it just gets you the best bang for your buck, right? And it's a faster cooldown, I believe, yeah, than Mobius Quiver. So yeah, the dodge, honestly, it's up to you. Like preferably, I use Marksman's dodge always because in PvE, like I don't like reloading guns. Just that downtime on reloading is just, I don't know, I don't like doing that. And I mean, like, the way you get your abilities back and everything like that, it doesn't even matter. Trust me, I promise. So you're going to be using Marksman's Dodge. We're going to be using the triple jump. I always use triple jump in PvE, and then PvP, I'll use, like, strafe jump. But, I mean, jump is always preference, you know. We're going to be using the snare bomb. Basically, you throw the snare bomb, it weakens the enemies when it, like, attaches to them. So we're also using the Vortex Grenade. Vortex Grenade is really good because it basically just pulls everything inside. It just sucks everything up. You can do the wombo combo a lot, where you throw the smoke grenade, or the snare bomb, and then you throw the vortex grenade, and you get that little like wombo thing going, and it does like crazy damage. It's like stupid how good it is. For our aspects, we're gonna be using the Vanishing Step. That has 2 fragment slots. Basically, dodging makes you invisible. This is gonna be one of the key aspects to our build, because you want to go invisible with the Gerfalcons. We're also using the Stylus Executioner. When you defeat a weakened, suppressed, or volatile target, it grants invisibility and true sight. And you're going to be seeing this. We're going to be basically chaining. So you start the combo off of that, and then you chain with the Stylus Executioner, and you'll see what I mean. It's literally crazy. I have gameplay included into this video as well, so you guys can see that. So for our fragments, we're going to be running number 1, the Echo of Undermining. Your Void Grenades weaken targets. It does give you a minus 20 discipline, so yeah, it kind of sucks a little bit, but like I promise, you're going to be getting grenades so often it's not even funny, you know? And I always try to spec discipline as high as possible for PvE, and then, like, resilience. So when it comes to PvE, you know, resilience is usually, like, my, you know, top favorite stat, and then I try to get my discipline as high as I can. Then after that, it's, like, mobility, and then the rest, you know? You can get super back pretty quick in PvE, so I don't think intellect's, like, that important, right? And we're running tether, so it's not, you know, whatever. So, yeah, we're going to be using our next fragment is the Echo of Starvation. So picking up a Void Breach or an Orb of Power grants Devour. And so Devour, basically, you feast on the energy of your defeated foes. Final Blows restore you to full health, grant Grenade energy, and extend Devour. So we're basically chaining it. So what you're doing is you're using the Gerfalcons. You know, you're going to be dodging with that. And then, well, you're going to basically get a kill because it makes your weapons, like, volatile after you leave Invis. And we're using a Void SMG, right? So that's the whole point of the build. So, like, you're basically going to be chaining it. Not, like I said, it's crazy when you see it all in play. For our third fragment, we're using the Echo of Cessation. Finish your final blows, create a void burst of damage that causes nearby combatants to become volatile. But the main thing is defeating volatile targets create a Void Breach. And Void Breach, you grab that, and basically it grants you class ability energy. So you're literally always having energy for like everything. It's crazy. Then we use Echo of Leeching. Melee final blows start health regeneration for you and nearby allies. I mainly use it because it gives you that plus 10 resilience, which we always want resilience in PvE. So now we're going to go into the weapons. We're using Riptide, right? That's just a fusion rifle. Honestly, it comes down to like whatever like special you want to use in the like top like kinetic slot. I just use Riptide because it has Chill Clip. That's really good on it, so that's super important. The main thing is the title. You really want to take advantage of getting the Repulsor Brace perk on it. So if you get one dropping with Repulsor Brace, I say save it unless you find like a better role. But always, you gotta have that Repulsor Brace because you're basically getting an overshield when you kill a target. So with this build, right? Every time you kill an enemy, basically when you're doing like the rotation and everything, you kill an enemy, you heal to full health, and you get an overshield, and it just keeps on extending. You're just looping it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all you really need, right? Then we use the Thunderlord because this big boy does a lot of damage. He's really good for stunning overloads and stuff like that. Now, if you're up against like Unstoppable or Barrier, then you can always like switch like some weapons around. I would always recommend keeping the title. But let's say for if you're Barrier, you know, instead of Thunderlord, I'd swap it out for I don't know anything else like maybe a Hothead, right? Or you could like swap like let's say like this fusion out for like a Wish Ender or something like that, you know. But yeah, now we're gonna go into the armor, and the armor, I guess it's kind of like not like important which piece you have. You know, I always say if you can go for like Artifice, you know, because it gives you like extra like boots and stuff like that. But yeah, for the mods on our armor, we're gonna be taking advantage of Heavy Ammo Finder. Heavy Ammo Finder is really good because when you basically use a primary, it increased drop rate of heavy ammo bricks, which is really good, right? We're also going to be using Heavy Ammo Scout because we're a team player, so when I make an enemy drop heavy, it drops it for my teammates as well. We're also going to be taking advantage of Void Siphon. Rapid Void Weapon Final Blows create and overpower, and we're going to be mainly using our title SMG, which is Void, so we're going to be just spawning orbs out the ass. It's crazy. Now for our gauntlets, we're going to be taking advantage of the Firepower, you know, mod. Your grenade final blows, you know, create orbs of power. So we're going to be using a lot of grenades. So like the whole thing, we're just generating orbs. Like we're getting our super back fast. Like I promise you that. We're going to also be using bolstering detonation. Grants class ability energy when you cause damage with a grenade. That's always good because you're getting all your abilities back. And then of course, grenade kickstart. You know, when your grenade energy is used or fully expended, you gain grenade energy. Like I said, we're always running grenades. For our chest piece, I usually always say go with like the triple armor resistance, you know, like one arc, one solar, one void. Depending on what you're doing, if it's like a solar threat, I'd probably put on like 2. If it's like higher level difficulty, like a master, grandmaster or something like that, I'd run like double of something and then one of like the other. But yeah, basically your chest piece, that's just a flex spot. Now with your leg armor, we're going to be using Innervation. Reduces grenade cooldown each time you pick up an orb of power. Normally, with a lot of builds that I do for PvE, you want to use like Recuperation because it replenishes health each time you pick up an orb of power. Or you want to use Better Already because your health starts regenerating. But I tell you, like because you heal so much with this build, I found that these two mods, they're kind of not needed or necessary at all. We're also going to be running Arc Scavenger because that gives you extra like ammo with the Thunderlord. When you pick up like heavy, it gives you like extra, so you don't have to worry about getting too many bricks. We also run the Arc Weapon Surge. Well, this is active. You basically, you know, getting Orb of Power as armor charges, it increases the damage of your Thunderlord, so then further doing more like DPS. It's really good, actually. Yeah, and then our Cloak, last of all. We're taking advantage of Bomber, reduces grenade cooldown when you use your class ability. We also are using the Proximity Ward, gain a powerful overshield while performing your finisher. That's really important because I find a lot of times when you're trying to like perform your finisher, you end up getting killed or something like that. So this helps you at least secure that kill. And of course we use Reaper. After using your class ability, your next weapon final blow spawns an orb of power. So yeah, this build is crazy. I'm gonna show you guys like some video gameplay. I was just doing like a strike or something like that. Like it's really good into Nightfall and stuff like that too. Like I said, depending on the champions, you can just change certain things around. But like I said, the main weapon you need to have equipped at all times is the title. The main exotic you need to have is the Gerfalcon. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some gameplay of the build, and you guys can see it in action. And tell me what you think in the comments down below.